So good morning, good afternoon. Welcome to lesson number 5 regarding mobile application development for a digital agriculture revolution in Africa. So my name is Dr. Alcado Alex Barakabis, who has been with you since lesson 1. Now we're in lesson 7. So in this lesson, we're going to cover animation, going through different classes of animation. We're going to cover workflow of the flat animation and then provide the working application of animation, how animation works in mobile applications. So what is basically is an animation? So animation is a process of showing a series of images, pictures in a particular order within a specific duration to give an illusion of a movement within a mobile device. So animation is a complex procedure, of course, in any mobile application that you know. But one of the importance of animation is that it enhances the user experience to a new level and it provides a rich user interaction. How you interact with different animations within your mobile app. So Flutter provides the importance of animation by giving a simple and, of course, a very, very useful framework to develop different types of animations in mobile applications. So basically, we have two different values that you need to use while working with the animation. First is the start value, and second is the end value. So the animation starts with the start value, and then it ends with the end values. For example, you have a widget that we covered in lesson 5. So if you want to animate a widget, for example, to fade away, the initial value will be the full opacity, and the final value will be the 0 opacity. So we see how this works in real life mobile app development. So the intermediate values may be linear or nonlinear, of course, in a curve nature, and can be configured. Understand that the animation works as it is configured. Each configuration of animation provides a different feel to the animation. So the duration of the animation process affects the speed. It can be slow or it can be fast while working with animation mobile app. So you can develop an animation that is slow or that is fast, depending on users' needs on which type of mobile app, of course, you are developing. So the ability to control the animation process, like starting the animation, stopping the animation, repeating the animation to set number of times, for example, reversing the process of animation, etc. All this depends on the developer. So we have the basic classes, functions or method of animation that are used in mobile application development. First is the animation double, which interpolate values between two decimal number. And then we have animation color, interpolating colors between two colors. And then animation size, interpolating size between two sizes. We have the animation controller. This is a special animation object to control the animation itself. So you see how it generates a linear values, for example, starting from 0 up to 1. And we have this example here. So you have the controller equals to animation controller, and then you have duration. You have the constant duration. It can be in seconds. You said 2 seconds. We have virtual synchronization. Then you say this. So this is just a kind of animation object that you can setting it, for example, to animate for 2 seconds in your mobile app. So it can be, for example, agriculture, drip irrigation mobile app, markets-based mobile app, crops forecasting, for example, mobile app, crops yield prediction mobile app. So you can just provide different animations regarding all these kind of agricultural topics or agricultural classifications in your mobile app design. So the workflow of the Flutter animation, so we have the workflow of the animation is as follows. So first, as I said, you need to start to define the start values and then define the end values. So you have the animation controller in the initial state of the state widget. So if you remember, the widget we covered in lesson 5. So this is just a snapshot of how the animation controller works. As I said, you just you specify the duration. For example, it can be in seconds, minutes, say 2 minutes, and then animation, twin, double. So you provide those classes, which class of animation that you want to use. Begin and then end at 300, for example, 300 seconds. So animate, controller, then dot forward function. So add animation based linear, add listener to change the state of the widget. So you have provided the widget in your mobile application, then you need to add, for example, the animation, and then using this add listener method in the widget as we covered in lesson number 5. So we have built-in widgets. So we have animated widget. We have animated builder, which can be used to skip, of course, this process. So getting the animation values during the build process of the widget, and then apply it for width, height, or any relevant property instead of the original value. So you can change the original values in the widget, for example, height of the animation, and then width of the animation. So you specify the values of the animation here. So height, which height do you want of the your animation to be width? And then you have the widget. So this is just an example of a working application of animation. So it's a simple animation-based application to understand the concept of how animation works in Flutter mobile app development. So you need to import this package. So you have Flutter material.dart, of course, as usual. You have to define this main method and then run up my app. But if you remember this, we have created my app in previous lessons. So you can just keep using the same method, the same program, just to integrate these functionalities. So create the my app widget derived from a state widget from lesson 5. So this class my app extend state widget. This is opening parentheses. So my app state, create state, then my app state. So we say they creating my app state widget, and implementing the initial state looks like this. So you have the animation, then you specify animation double. So this is the class that you want to use. So animation controller, controller override void initial states. You define the initial state here. Super.initial state controller animation. So you define the duration of your animation for how many seconds you want your animation to be animated while your mobile app is running on your smart device. It's 10 seconds, for example. Then animation twin double for how long, beginning 0.0 and then end at 1.0. Then animate controller is usual. So this is just an example of how the animation can work in the main.dat file we created from lesson 2. So we'd get build the context, then controller.forward. So you return material app. All these are the functions that we defined from our previous lessons. So you have the dispose method. Of course, the controller.dispose, this ends the animation that you create in the mobile application. So these are just some of the explanations from the above program. So in initial state method, you create an animation controller object. That's the controller, an animation object, and started the animation using the controller.forward. So you start the animation using the controller.forward. In dispose method, you have disposed the animation controller object using the controller. In build method, send animation to my home page widget through the constructor method or constructor class. Now, my home page widget can use the animation object to animate its content. Of course, we created the product box widget from lesson or session 5 for the product box widget. So you can just go to see how the product box widget in lesson 5 works, and then integrate in the main.dat file. So this all regarding the animation and how it can be integrated in your mobile app. Thank you very much for your attention, and this marks the end of lesson 5. Thank you very much.